Hi, I'm Scott at ediblemusic.com. A little while ago, I showed you how to set up some parallel compression on your snare and your kick drums, and I mentioned very briefly that it would be a good idea to make some adjustments to it over the course of the program in order to match the dynamics of the song. I want to show you how to do that here today. We've got this parallel compressor set up here. All of the tracks that we'll be looking at are in red. I've got the drums in red, and this is our parallel compression track. So that's going nice and strong, but when the chorus comes in here, you'll notice that we lose a little bit of the drums. So you would want it to be probably a little bit louder on the parallel compression. However, once it comes back into the verse, yeah, it's rocking and rolling, but it's a little bit too much, so you might want to pull that down during the verses. And this is a really important thing to follow when you're doing your drums. So what you should want to do is to automate the volume. We'll line that up as well. So let's hear it as it comes in again. Maybe even a little more. And then it will come back out at the end of the verse, or at the end of the chorus rather. And we'll bring it back in when it comes back to the next chorus. Setting your parallel compressor to be at a good level during the quieter parts then allows you to adjust it when it needs to be a little bit louder in order to match the louder parts of the song. Here, for example, in the chorus. But in order to ease that transition, it can also be useful to look at automating the volume on your drum track. You'll notice there's a little drum fill as we head into That was too loud, so let's take it down. Working with the drums group and the parallel compression track together then allows you to make some small but really impactful adjustments to the way that the drums will sit within the rest of the mix balance. During quieter parts, like I said in the earlier lesson about setting up parallel compression, you didn't really necessarily need to have a lot of parallel compression added during the quieter parts of this song. But once the chorus comes in order to avoid losing the drums and having them sort of be a little bit swept behind the rest of the instruments, pushing those up just a few dB perhaps, or even more if the song continues to grow and develop and add some new program elements, can be a really, really impactful way to help the song both to develop dynamically but also to keep those drums at the core of the rhythm section of the song. This shows you that volume, compression, automation all work together, and they even work among the rest of the parts of mixing that you'll be making use of. EQ, delay, reverb, and saturation, they're all kind of combined. So I designed what I call the 5-day foundation, which takes you through all of these steps in order to show you how they work together in order to productively build towards the goal that you have for your mix. And it goes a day at a time, because that's how our brains learn best. That's how you remember the things that you'll be reading from me. So pick that up. I made it for you. I want you to have it. It's at ediblemusic.com/5days. And you can take this through the rest of the song as well. As we come out of the next chorus, or the next verse rather, as we come into the next chorus, and as you move through the song, you can make further adjustments as well in order to keep the drums in the position that you need them to over the course of the whole song. You can raise up that parallel compression or the volume on the drums group a little bit at a time, pull it back when you need to, and it becomes a way of sort of pushing and pulling the drums forward and backwards depending upon what is happening in relation to the rest of the mix. Try this out. Have fun.